everybody, so it's a new year. We started fresh, 2022, and we've got some wood turning to do. So I've got a new camera set up, which is behind you. You can't see it because you're looking at me. I've built a new arm, which I'll show you guys right now. And I've also thought, new year, better have a new face shield, because that yellow thing, although it saved me a few times, a fair few times, I need something better. And I thought, well, I'll get one of the Honeywell proper deal helmets. I haven't got one of the vent masks. I can't afford one of those extractor masks. They're too expensive for me. I don't have that kind of money. So, and me being in the chair, obviously everything comes over the top, lands on my head. Head. That needs a haircut, doesn't it? Sorry. Everything comes over the top, lands on my head, and ends up going down the back of my shirt or whatever. And so I have to have a hood on the back. So I've made a new one, a new Honeywell. So another jacket's been sacrificed to make that. But I just cut the shoulders off of a waterproof jacket, cut the hood off, as you can see, bolted it to it. So, yep, cool. I will don my mask. And I've got my little skirt that stops me from getting it all down the back of my neck, you see? Cool. Although I can't see a damn thing. There we go, that's better. Right, so here we have the Beech, chunk of Beech. There was a big split in it there, and as you see, like a knot and a pith and that there, which I filled a long time ago with super glue. It's not a great shape, because whoever's cut it when it was made into a blank, bandsawed quite a chunk off of the face, so maybe there was some, I don't know, nasty face or something. But I bought this this block of blank was £8, as you can see. It's Beech, and I'm going to make a special bowl, but you guys are going to have to find out what that bowl is. I'm not going to tell you. Whoever had it before me marked the centre and marked the round, so I'm kind of hoping, and I'm going to trust that that is the centre. I'm not going to check it, I'm just going to drill it. Oh, definitely deep enough now. Oops. Now I put the lock on the tails on the lathe. You know, push as you turn it on. Just take the lock out of the lathe and just turn the lathe itself, couldn't I? Idiot. Ooh. Nice. Lathe on. Because it hasn't been on. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Brakes enabled. Press off. 500 RPM. I don't think so, because I don't want to get smacked in the face by it if it does come off the lathe. Out of the way before starting a lathe. Spin it. Go. Oh, I've missed that noise. 755 RPM before it starts shaking, so I'll stick with that. I'm not going to bother with Bertha. There is a bit to come off this, but I don't think Bertha's needed. So I'm just going to use the 3/8 bowl gouge. Robert-Sorby. Nice and sharp. Nice and gentle, is it? So right to that edge then. And that's deep enough recess, yeah, definitely. Right, so I've got to get the drill out, sand up the base here, then I can shape the rest of it. So I won't show you this sanding part because I'll show you the sanding later. Right, it's sanded up to 800 grit now, the base is anyway. And I'm just going to, I've had to do a little bit of filling on that knot. Right, surely that's hot enough. We'll soon find out. There, sorry, go for it. Where are we going to have it? There. Yeah, that's come out wicked, that has. Oh, hey! Ooh. Just made it a bit black there. Never mind. That's what it looks like. Wow, Beech is definitely the one to do. Huh, I can read it from here. That's brilliant. And that's that finished. That's ready to come off now and be turned around. So if we just lock the lathe off. There we go. There's my Wheelsdan logo. You guys can't read it too great. Looks really cool. Right, so that can be turned around now, that way around, and we can start shaping then hollowing. Yep. So it's spinning pretty good. Obviously we're going to shape all the outside. We're going to finish this shaping at the bottom bit here. I know I've polished this bit up, but you know, we're going to cut into that. And then we're going to hollow out the middle as well. So let's get it faced first. So I'll face it, shape it, hollow it. Yeah. I'll stick my hood on. I like this new helmet, it's brilliant. Wish I'd have bought one of these ones before. I want to keep as much of this outside as I can, but obviously I've got to get rid of that flat spot that's on there. Oh, go away. Right, so that's the outside. I've just sharpened up and just done a final cutting across the top of there a bit. It's ready for sanding, that bit is. So we've got the long task of hollowing out now. I treated myself to a new keyless chuck, 2 multi-staper chuck. So I had to cut you off camera because I couldn't remember where I put it. So yes, and it's definitely going to need all that horrible greasy packing grease wiped off of it before it goes anywhere near sawdust. There we go, that's that done. wiped off acetone, not covered in packet grease no more. Should go in there. Oh yeah, it does in there well. I mean, it's a bit of a big chuck, but it'll definitely do the job. Right, so let's get a Forstner bit on there and get cutting in. Thumb, knot around it, over the top of it, just in case it spins. This one doesn't have anything sticking out on it, so I really shouldn't get injured, but just in case it did spin in the chuck or in the tailstock, then you're safe. Wow, that's nice for the new sharp bit. Those Forstner bits work well. Lovely. Right, it's time to try and use a tool that I haven't used yet really. I've had a couple of goes with it. The Robert-Sorby Hollow Master. Yeah, it's basically got a blade attached to the bottom of it. It goes up that way around, so it sits flat on the tool rest. It's got a swan neck in it to allow you to get round hollow forms and deeper into things as well. It's nice, heavy. It feels absolutely solid. The only thing I'm a bit dubious about is how much this seems to catch. It seems to not cut and then catch quite a lot, but maybe it needs a sharpen up by the Pro Edge instead of having that relatively rough finish to the edge. Don't know whether you guys can see that. It's like a rough machining edge. So maybe they're just catching a bit. I'm not sure, but yes, the one tool in here that I probably get a little bit apprehensive about because I haven't used it much, but we'll have a go, see what happens. Right, so we've got the bottom all hollowed out as deep as I dare go. As deep as we need it really. Before I finish off a couple of these edges here. And we'll be laughing. There we go. Oh, it's nice. Yeah, it's good. That feels lovely too. Right. Now to get the sandpaper out. Unfortunately, that means the extractor needs to start. And you know what that means. Noisy time.
Oh, that's cool.
Come on, look. You come in, I'll just stretch up.
I've got to go.
Have it.
That's cool.
Put a hood on the back of it.
Yeah, that's cool.
You notice I'm doing the sweeping up.
You want me to do it?
No, I've just done it.
Really? Really?
Well, I swept up a bit. Put it on. See what it's like. It's really cool. It's loads better than the other ones, and it's comfy too. That's as far as you can open it. Put it on.
Okay.
Did you hear it click?
Nope.
No, there you go.
It's heavy.
It's not heavy. No, it don't fit you very well. It does tighten up, and it will tighten up small enough for your head. But yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
Like a full hood.
Big dusty.
Very dusty.
And
What do
then-
you mean very dusty? It's not. I just cleaned it.
It's very dusty.
It's brand new. What we need to do is put a sticker on here, don't we?
Oh
Put a
yeah.
big Wheelsdan sticker on the top of it, I think. Just gonna put it over there out of the way. So I'm keeping it out of the way of the dust because I've made a lot of it. What do you think? Oh god, she's sweeping up.
I can't cope with this being all horrible and dirty, but it's dirty and dirty.
This is what you have a kid for.
This is what you have a kid for. I knew it was on.
To do all the sweeping up.
It's gross.
Do you like the new camera arm?
What?
Do you like the new camera arm?
Oh yeah.
It's bolted to the wall, see? And it's a tracking camera, it tracks you, look.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, it does, it tracks your head. See, look, it's tracking you.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Uh-huh.
Well,
You sure it's not just your hand moving?
it might be. Oh, it's a bit slow, it didn't catch you that time. It might be my hand. It's like one of those really posh gimbal cameras that follows you wherever you go. It is. Or it's just me being an idiot. Right, yeah, let's look at that. That's what you guys wanted to look at.
It looks really nice.
Yeah, what do you think? Come and have a look.
Is it smooth?
Is it smooth? Well, it needs sanding, but I'll take this away. Look. There you go, take the tool rest out of the way. There you go. Have a feel of it. I've hollowed the inside out.
Yeah, I need some.
Okay, so it's sanding time. We've got it all shaped how I want to shape it. We're actually going to start off at 120 grit sandpaper, but I don't have one of those marked up. So we've got these sanding discs, they look like that. And they are Velcro, so they're fluff backed, and they go onto a Velcro holder on the drill. So we'll go from 180,
240, 320, 400, 600, 800, and we might even do the big 1000, and then it will be sanding seal, then it will be Yorkshire grit normal, then Yorkshire grit microfine, and then microfine wax. And if you enjoy my videos, then please do like, share, comment and subscribe. And if you can, put the bell notification on all. That will help you to find my videos when I next upload.
I can take my mask off. That's up to 1000 grit now. So what we're going to put on first is cellulose sanding sealer. Normal woodturners abrasive paste, Yorkshire grit. That's what the inside looks like. You can see some of the little lumps and bumps in there. So what I do first is get plenty of it on a tissue, and plenty of it because we're not tight and this stuff's absolutely amazing. Now I'm going to do inside, outside and inside in one go with this time. So once I've spread it on with a tissue, I then use this cloth here, which is a Scotch Brite cloth, and this one is almost equivalent to 00 steel wool, and I put a bit more on it, as you can see, like that. So it's plenty wet. I'll say wet, plenty coated in Yorkshire grit. And then we turn the lathe on to a slow speed, and I use this just to cut back the sanding sealer, because I get this if I don't use something a little bit more abrasive than tissue, I seem to get the streaks in the sanding sealer where it's not broke through the sanding sealer, which I don't understand why, but it's not a problem with the product. It's probably to do with the way I do it. Maybe I don't press on hard enough with it, or I don't really know, to be honest. So I just found this is really good to cut it back that first layer, and then it polishes it up lovely. So we get it spinning 300 RPM, and then all we do is use this. If I put it on top, I'll show you very carefully. No pressure, you're not pressing down hard at all. So once that's done, then go back to the tissue that I loaded it up with earlier, and again we can stop it just to check, make sure we're happy with how it is. Yep. And now we're going to change to, give it a wipe off, Yorkshire Grit Microfine Abrasive Paste. Now this one will put some serious high gloss finish on it, and this is again what it looks like. So it's white, and you can see little lumps of texture in there.
Again, we're going to spread it all over. Good nice coat of it.
So that's got, this one's got, I'll read it to you. It's a hand blended mix of mineral oil, beeswax, microfine abrasive powders designed to leave a highly polished surface on resins, hybrids and wood. Right, I'm going to spin her up. 255 RPM, that's all we're spinning out with this one. We don't use a different cloth or anything, it's straight in with that tissue that we've already been using. I'm going to go straight up to 800 now. Right, jump the speed up. I'm going to fold it over to a clean piece. We're at 1200 RPM now. Okay, so that's Yorkshire gritted. Now we're going to use my crystalline wax, chestnut products. That's what it looks like inside. I'm going to rub that in all over. And there we have it. And that's that covered. And that piece of tissue goes in the bin, along with the other bit from Yorkshire Grit. And we'll use a nice fresh piece in 20 minutes. And needs 20 minutes to set up. Right, as you can see, that's gone quite dull now, which means the microcrystalline wax has gone off quite a bit. So we've got a clean bit of tissue, and we're going to work. I'm pressing the on button, and nothing's happening. Oh, brakes. Brakes engaged. Brakes ready to run. Right, that's up at 250, but we ain't staying there. (1440 RPM). See how shiny we can make this. It's 1800 RPM now. Turn it all the way down. And there we have it. Okay, and get it off the lathe now. Yeah, quite happy with that. Nice little bowl. It's not overly heavy, which I actually thought it would be a bit heavier than it is. It's not very heavy though. There, down, around, there. So I wasn't quite sure whether you guys could see what I was drawing with pencil, so I've gone over it with a pen. And this is kind of like what I've come up with. It's just a dry white pen, so it shouldn't damage the wood. I'm kind of hoping. So yeah, I'm hoping to get a good spike in here to keep hold of the yarn, because yes, you probably guessed, it's a yarn bowl. Oh, I've already rubbed it off there with my finger somehow. Oh look, now it's dry. It's rubbing off really easy. Okay, so I've now got to somehow cut that out. This is where I'm getting a little bit, and I don't want to put a hole here and here, I think. That look quite nice, I think. Right, let's get the Dremel set up and put on the Dremel. It's actually losing battery by the sounds of it. I'll draw myself my outline in. I found two things that work. Really fine jigsaw blade, which is more like a scroll saw blade for the jigsaw, in a pair of mole grips. The other thing I've got a really small, which I use for engraving. Whether that'll focus on that enough. I use it for engraving, and it's a very small tooltip for the Dremel. I might even come back to you guys with this, because this is going to take a while. So not sure whether this is bravery or stupidity, but I've got to the point now where I'm kind of like, oh, I just need to get it. I need to get something done. There we go, kind of. I think the rest of it is going to be a rather large filing job. Right, well, there doesn't seem to be any easy way of doing these. As you can see, I'm working my way around. I've managed to get right, so I've kind of like smacked my head against the brick wall for a bit and worked out a way that you can get to all this quite easily. Cut a long strip of sandpaper. And just run forward and backwards with it. and it works. So this is 60 grit that I'm running now. And then I'm going to work my way all the way up to, obviously, the usual, hopefully 800 grit. Maybe even 1,000. Right then, so it's taken quite a long time. I was very, very careful and kind of crapping myself doing it. and a few sore fingertips, actually. Fingertips are quite sore from all the vibrating, but I managed it. So that's been resanded down. I actually had to get the gouge and do a couple of finishing cuts on here. The dents have gone in that deep, but that's fine. And I sanded from 120 all the way up to 1,200 again, and then I've Yorkshire gritted it, and I'm just about to microcrystalline wax it. And to save this catching, spinning forwards, I put the lathe in reverse to spin that way, to spin away from it. But it does mean that this gives me a bit of a whip, and so does this from the fingertips. But it's okay. At least I managed to do it. I'm just chuffed I managed to get it done. So I'm gonna microcrystalline wax. You've seen it all before already, so I will. I just wanted to give you a bit of an update on that. I've managed to do it. So I probably haven't told you guys, I don't think I have, but this bowl is actually for a friend. Rings me up every month, has a good chat with me, very nice person, and said she does crochet and knitting, and she's seen my channel and would love for me to make something, so here we are. Yeah, I'm not going to say her name just in case it gets 20 minutes time, and we'll buff that off and get some more sore fingers. See you in a minute. In 20 minutes, so there we go. Back to as shiny as it was. And then we can just use this tissue, if I can get it back the other way, so we've got a clean bit. Just rip those bits off. Oh, I need to lock the... There we have it. Can you guys... One yarn bowl. Pretty cool. I'm not sure whether you guys can actually see, but you just here, you can see right through this, through that split where the super glue is. Yep. Got it back nice and shiny again, obviously, as you can see. See it from the other side. There. Hopefully that'll do. Hopefully she likes it. So, obviously I'm going to say the usual. If you did like this video, I've shortened them a little bit, but if you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up, like it, subscribe if you don't mind, and please share it and give us a comment. I like your comments. I like talking back to you and giving answers. If somebody's got an idea for my channel as well, that's always helpful. And I'm very grateful for anybody talking to me on the comments. I do read every single one of them and reply to them all. If I ever miss one, I do apologise. So yeah, that'll help out the channel massively if you don't mind doing it. I know most of you do already, but I need to grow a little bit if that's possible. Thank you very much, and thank you to all my subscribers that have stuck by me up to now. Hopefully got some new things coming this year. See you later. Thank you.